Well, good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Good evening, afternoon. I don't know what time it is anywhere now because we've had the clocks change in the UK and it's completely thrown me off. Glenn's not here with us at the moment, but he is now.
Hello.
You like that? That was a nice little build-up.
That was brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Oh, do it again. Do it again.
It's so expertly done. Okay. So Glenn's not with us. No, we don't need to do it again. But anyway, how are you doing?
I'm here, lot. I am here. I'm okay. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. It's been a rough old week, to be fair.
Yeah.
Do you want to go into it now?
Not really.
Okay. I was getting the room done.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to read yourself. Sorry, I've got to say it because it's been mentioned so many weeks now. But
who's it been mentioned by? Because nobody's asked about it.
No one's asked about it. It's
been you projecting.
Well, this is the cause of my rough week because it stressed me out and it gave me sleepless nights trying to sort it out and things like that. So we were building this media unit that was going in on what day was it? Was it Monday? It was being fitted and it was coming together, kind of. And I was a bit confused with the middle section there, but no, everything was fine and dandy. But then it got along and I was looking and I thought, that's not right. That's not quite what I asked for. And we've got the shelving panels at the side and the big box in the middle and the shelf. And it's left a lip between where the shelving unit goes and where the middle section were. And I said, I didn't want a lip. It needs to be flat. I was like, and why are the panels at the back? What are the panels there for? The wood. It says, oh, that's what we attach the acoustic wood slat paneling to, and where you hang the TV. I said I didn't want the TV hanging. I always discussed that I wanted the TV to sit on top of the unit, which is why it needs to be flush. Oh well, and it threw them for a loop, and basically they've cut all the wood for how they thought I potentially wanted it, despite it not being on the designs. And it caused trauma, and they're rectifying it because it is their error. But the other thing I noticed as well, the middle section that they built out, expecting me to be hanging a TV on the wall there is actually more shallow than the unit. They'd left the room at the back so we could put the wires down. It's like I've lost inches of space to put the TV on. I said, I can't have that. I need the acoustic panels on the wall as we discussed. And they're meant to be sorting it out. And when they're coming back to sort this, I don't know. So the room that I expected to be filling up with new TV, new 4K player, and all things like that is currently sat with just the units along the bottom. They've taken everything down, and they've got to re-get the correct wood to build it correctly.
I know it's not where you want it to be yet, but compare it to where it was a few weeks ago. It's leaps and bounds into towards it.
Oh yeah, It just it caused me headaches and stress with the back and forth on the phone with what I wanted, because they came back to me and they were like, well, if you want to hang the TV on the wall, we can knock you some money off. So I don't want the TV on the wall. I don't want it. I want it to sit on there so I can take it off if I want and replace without too much hassle or bother or anything like that. This has got to be something that I can change up equipment easily. Oh, well, you'll not be able to hide your wires. Well, I will. You drill down, a hole down into the cupboards below, pull the wires through. It'll be hidden by the soundbar, hidden by the TV thing, and la-di-da-di-dee. So yeah, that's
la-di-da-di-dee.
Yeah,
that told them they won't mess with you now. Not now you've brought out the la-di-da-di-dee. Oh,
yeah. I know. So yeah, it's being sorted, but when they're coming back, I don't know. It was mentioned tomorrow, but they've not confirmed anything. So whether they show up or not, I don't know.
They might never come back now you've said la-di-da-di-dee.
Well, they might never come back, but
they might be terrified of you now.
If they weren't paying, they need to come back.
Well, yeah, that'll probably that'll probably inspire them to return, I would think, at some point.
Well, anyway, before I carry on into my next story for the week, I want to go to comments and see who's in the room with us. And before I do, though, I've got one question for you. Where's the yellow chair today, Glenn?
It's still over here. It's not gone back over there. I know it's there. I don't know if it will return.
Absolutely missing a trick.
Let me just, you start going through the things. Can I just say as well, if Brad Pitt is driving, actually, he's Yuki Tsunoda at the moment.
Is what?
Means nothing to you, Phil. Nothing to you whatsoever. I'm going to move the footstool in the way.
Oh my
There we
God.
go. That better?
No, it really isn't.
Well,
anyway, I'm going to say hi to everyone in the chat. So,
okay.
We've got Woody with us. Good evening, Woody. How are you? Well? Evening, ladies.
Hey, Woody.
How are we all? We're all good. Thank you. And we've got AJ Pink with us as well. And I'm trying to find a comment that doesn't name drop anyone else, but AJ is with us, and he says hi to Anthony and Woody. I'll try and find a comment.
Even AJ.
Mad Dog 578 made it because of our time change.
Hey.
We've got a couple more people that we don't normally get on the live.
Amazing.
Got Lynn in the other room. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Hi, Lynn in the other room.
Welcome to this ordinarily full-on sausage fest. Not many ladies normally join the chat, do they?
No.
No.
It's because you come out with terms like sausage fest.
Yes. Big Jace. Good evening, Phil. Good evening, Big Jace. Hope you're doing well. We've got Dean Watson with us as well. It says, hey, Anthony, Woody, how are you doing? It says hey to us as well, but that's further up.
Hey, Dean. Yeah.
I'll scroll. We have Cranstonite with us as well. Bonsoir.
Hey, Cranstonite.
Good evening. Anthony is with us. This should be an interesting topic to discuss.
You see, Anthony says that most weeks, and I love the faith he has in us, even if we never back it up.
He has got faith, yes. We've got Fuzzy Muzzler with us. Good evening, Fuzzy.
Hey, Fuzzy Muzzler. Oh, my God, my camera.
Jeremy is with us.
Oh, my God, my camera.
Did I say hey to Jeremy? Why, hey, Jeremy?
No, we've not said hello to Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy.
John Robinson. Good evening, Phil, Glenn, and all watching. Good evening, John.
Good evening, John.
There we go. Mad Dog, I've got a question already. What if it doesn't fit on your shelf? Buy bigger, more shelves. Well, we'll see about that. Shandy, it's Glenn, and it's Shandy. Good evening, Shandy. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, Shandy.
Darren G. Good evening, all. Good evening, Darren.
Darren G.
Hey, Movie Man. Good evening, John. As Wilco 97. Hey, how are you doing? Shandy just mentioned, happy to grab a Sunday live for a change. Still on my way home from my trip. Where have you been? Did stop off at CX and HMV before I got on the train, though. I know the priorities. You gotta have a nosy. Grateful Black. Hi, everyone. When you're out of shelf space, it's time to sell unwanted, unwatched, still in the packaging after 6 months of purchases. That feels like an attack. Feels like an attack. I feel hurt. Not really. Martin's movie reviews with us as well. Scream Factory has a mass sale. It does indeed. I've dipped into a Scream Factory sale as well. Some meows lot with us as well. Good evening, some meows. Nice to have you back.
Meow.
I don't know if I've missed anyone.
There's a few further down.
There's a few further. I can't keep up. Martin's movie cupboard. Good evening, Martin. Evening, guys. Hope you're
Martin.
Well. We're both well, I think. Raz Sucks. Evening, guys, and the chat.
Evening,
Night Owl video from Canada. Hello from Canada. Good evening, Night Owl, or Night Owl video, whichever you prefer.
Hello, hey.
Stuart Young. Good evening,
as I get.
First time on Alive. Welcome. Throw out some comments and or questions. Ace Mecca's with us as well. Hi to all the Silver Circle worth shippers. I don't know what that means, but I read it anyway. Adam, but the yellow chair is my Sunday ASMR. There we go. We got yellow footstool, so halfway there.
Can't help you. It's a footstool. That'll do you. Look. There you go.
Jeremy says Phil and Glenn are on a mission from God. I don't know about that. We've just been booted by him, I think. But yeah, anyway, something else I did this weekend. I know we're not onto what did you watch yet, but I took the kids to a show, kind of, with the wife as well. We went to see Deadly Live at the Nottingham Motorpoint Arena. It was pretty cool.
Oh, you sat quite close, didn't you?
Yeah, miles away. But they had the video screens up there, and the kids absolutely loved it. So yeah, that was a fun little venture out. It was a guy, a naturist.
No, naturalist. We took the kids to see a naked man on stage.
Yeah.
We didn't go to the Chippendales. Is that what it was?
I'm sure. But yeah, it was rammed, and he does a TV show called The Deadly 60. So he was going through some deadly creatures and had stuff up on stage showing and teaching the kids, and they loved it. So yeah, it was a nice little weekend, really.
And that well-known common creature that we see on the streets every day, the dinosaur.
Yes, some dinosaurs, some other creatures as well. They had orcas on there, and not actually on the stage. There was
On the
more
stage, that was
things,
quite. Come on, lads, push the tank on.
Yeah. Before we dive onto topic, Glenn.
Yes.
Someone mentioned something in the chat already, and I commented on it. It's about. I'm going to do this as a rumor mill in movie news. Shout Factory, Scream Factory. There's been a lot said about them recently because they've merged with another company, and there seems to me a mad panic for people getting Scream Factory and Shout Factory discs, thinking that they're going to stop physical media. Have you read any of these rumors, or has anything stuck out to you from what people have been saying?
Read a lot of them. I mean, somebody reckons they're going to go digital only rather than doing physical media, but it's all like you've said. You know, you headlined it as rumor mill, and it is rumor mill.
Yeah,
it's amazing how many people go, no, I've heard from an inside source. Have you? What, a voice inside your head? Do you mean? Yeah, that's definitely what's going to happen.
Yeah,
we don't know. We don't know, do we? But I think ultimately they've been taken over by another company. The other company is going to want to do things in a different way. So they're going to shake a few things up, and they're going to change a few things around, aren't they? That's all it is.
That's my thought exactly. There's the rumor is that they're going to stop doing physical media, and it's a lot of physical collectors, I suppose, like us, that are kicking off this rumor that they're going to stop doing physical. And I'm seeing a lot of people going mad with a lot of purchases for these things, and I worry that the rumors are built to not force people, but to fill people with fear, so they think they've got to buy these things before they disappear forever, because they're going to disappear forever if we don't support them, and they're going to stop if we don't buy them, and things like that. And it just it worries me a little bit that it's the fear driving collectors into buying things that they don't really want again. And really, from the merger, I think it's just this new company or this merger just clearing everything that they can, and they've got a better starting off point. So the stock that's not selling, just get it out of the way. Exactly. Let's start.
They probably come in there. They've done a what's the word I'm after? Where they like a stock check type of thing.
Yeah,
and they've probably gone. You've got piles of these sat around. They've been sat here 6 years. What is the point of them? It's dead stock. Get it cleared. Get it out of the warehouse.
Yeah.
Inventory was the word I was after. There we go.
Absolutely.
Came to me eventually.
That's it. Jeremy just mentioned as well, the rumor I heard was because they merged, the warehouse itself is getting used for other stuff. So the sale is to get rid of stuff to make room or rumor. They're not stopping. They just need the shelf space. And this is the type of thing that happens, isn't it? It is that they need the shelf space because, let's face it, Shout Factory have just got this deal with, I keep forgetting the name, the Hong Kong company for all these Asian big hitter films.
I believe it's called Golden Shower. I'm sure that's what it's called.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, I'm sure that's definitely what it is.
So they've just signed this agreement with loads of big hitter movies. There's no way that this company is going to say, oh, no, we're stopping physical media. Spent a lot of money on that license, and there's a lot of money on the table for it. But I do think that they're going to go heavy into streaming from this company that they've merged with. I think they've got a big streaming platform, and I think they're going to offer up a lot more. So we'll potentially see another channel come up, because the catalogue that Shout Studios have is quite immense for the TV side of things, especially. So, yeah, I think it's going to open up having the access to more. And I think for some of the Shout and Scream titles, I think it can be a good thing, because some of these films, you don't need to own them. It might be an interesting watch, but it's not going to be for everyone. And it's nice to have a streaming service where you can just dip in and try out these things. I've not looked into it myself, but Arrow have the streaming service on, I think we run it through Amazon in the UK. But why spend what, 20 quid for a new Arrow release when you can just dip on the website and check it out on there. It's things like that Chill Factor nonsense that came out and some real low budget schlock horror that I'm just not interested in having on my shelf. So I think it's going to open up to that sort of thing for some of the shout and scream titles.
Quite possibly. It's just, it's the online, like you say, rumour mill, and it's people that don't, you know, we're not saying we know what we're talking about. We're guessing, and I suppose they're guessing as well. But I think some people put those things out. It's like the people that spoil films. That feel the need to kind of like cause a bit of commotion type of thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're probably doing that, stirring the pot a little bit like COVID when everybody panicked and bought loads of toilet paper.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh my God, they're running out of loo roll. We can't run out of loo roll. And that all stemmed from, I'm going to digress ever so slightly, all stemmed from an Australian rumour, because they've got like 2 manufacturing plants in Australia, whereas we've got 1,000,001. And, you know, you've got like Andrex over here going, honestly, we're still making bog roll. Don't worry about it. But everybody went out and panic buyed.
They did.
Panic bought, not panic buyed.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So I think, like you said, people, you see it online, people are stocking up on Shout Factory, Scream Factory titles.
Yeah.
No need.
No, I mean, I purposely bought what I wanted. I knew I wanted this for months, and I have been waiting for the sale for it. So the purchase I made, they were very targeted, and I didn't dip into anything else. The options were there, but I was quite steadfast and thought, no, I just need those. I just want that one. Dean Watson just mentioned, I read somewhere that there's stopped certain gift card or loyalty point programs. I think it started there.
Yeah.
And it's the type of maneuver stopping things like that a new company or a merged company want to do. They want all their money. They want to know what they're starting with. They don't want to be giving things away for free until they've got a baseline. They've got a solid ground. It's
they don't want to give stuff away for free.
Yeah.
From money that hasn't been actually spent with them.
Exactly.
It's been spent with the previous company. So they feel like, well, why would we do that? We need to pull the plug on that and start afresh. And people just need to calm down a little bit.
Yeah. Morton's Movie Review says maybe not the end film, but the sale was too good not to miss. And it is. They do that kind of sale every year. I mean, they might have pushed a little bit further on some of the straggler titles that have just been sat on the shelf for years, but they do the Shocktober thing every year. So it's not really a massive surprise, is it, with the sales thing? I don't know. Is it?
No, I think timing wise, people should have just kind of, you know, if it was late April or something. But the fact that they've just tied it into their normal sale anyway. Calm down, dear. It's just a commercial.
Grant Knight says they probably paid someone a lot of money to come up with that rumor.
Maybe.
To be honest, you don't need much to start a rumor like that because it soon catches on. It's soon on Reddit. It's soon through the Facebook pages and people making their own stories from very little information.
Look at the rumor about you and them rent boys. I literally told one person, and that was it. Spread like wildfire.
Well, you know, when you work with certain people, you get tired with a certain brush, don't you?
Yeah. That's where there's smoke and all that.
Woody, has Glenn cleaned the top shelf to the left of the screen? It looks different.
That. I've paused again. Look, keep freezing. I've moved things. I've cleared some more books off, ready for sale. So making a bit more space. Yes.
Speaking of Shout, Jeremy says Shout also made a deal to get some more Japanese anime titles too. They're not stopping. No, they're not stopping.
That'll make Jeremy Carr very happy then, won't it?
AJ says, watch out, Phil. Streaming and digital are blasphemy. They are indeed. We can't enjoy the content apart from on disc, apparently. Morton's Movie Review says, I've got some upgrades from the ones I have, but 4K steelbooks are way better than the copies I have. Steelbook.
Biscuit tins.
Jeremy Carr, look at Mill Creek. Their parent company completely bought them out. They're not stopping physical. Had a sale to get rid of old stock because the new logos are getting printed on old and new releases.
Yeah, and it can be. But at the same time, I mean, realistically, should a company put out a press statement and say, hey, you know, we've taken over this company and that's what we're doing? Do they need to do that? Or can they just actually
They did
roll in and do what they're doing? I mean,
they did the announcements back in July when they did the original merger. And then obviously with them stopping this points loyalty scheme, I think that's just
which they did put out a statement for explaining that, didn't they? So
yeah,
they're the only things that affect the consumer. So
yeah,
everything else, just wait and see.
Martin's movie review said, did you hear there was a big cancel for the USA version of Dogma? I didn't hear anything about that.
No, I don't know that.
Let me know more. Mad Dog, any word about the Shout Factory John Woo releases? I don't think there's been much extra information. I think they've confirmed Hard Boiled for December, and I think they've just confirmed The Killer, haven't they?
I've not seen The Killer confirmed. We knew it was coming, but I've seen the artwork for Hard Boiled and stuff.
They'll be dribbled out, I think.
Yeah. I'm not sure about the Hard Boiled artwork at all.
No, I'm hoping that Arrow use their same guy that did the City on Fire artwork for when they finally announced Hard Boiled.
Yeah, I think they will.
Jeremy Carr says, I don't know if it's a rumour, By Showgirls was loosely based on Phil's life story.
It was. Yeah.
I'm feeling attacked today. Dean Watson, what books were on the top shelf, Glenn?
Phil doesn't like me swearing on here, so I can't really say.
Okay. Martin's movie review says, yeah, who says streaming should be burned at the stake? There's nothing wrong with streaming. Nothing wrong with that. Fleece 3. I'm being nosy, but I am intrigued. I don't know what by. I don't know what
about
by.
what? What? About what? What are you intrigued by? Oh, there's more. I'm being nosy and I'm intrigued. What is next to that white Clint Eastwood box set on Glenn's shelves? That is another Clint Eastwood box set. There is 2 Clint Eastwood box sets over there. I've paused again. This flaming camera. There. So there's Clint. So is that the director's set? I can't remember.
Yeah, no, it's the 20 Clint Eastwood movies. It's not the director's set.
And then that's the Dirty Harry set, I think.
Yeah.
That's all right. You can be nosy.
Yeah. Jerry says, Disney and Marvel ended their rewards a while back. People freaked. Now only biscuit tin releases for series. Films get multiple editions, and now those rewards members have to pay full price. Like the average person. Yeah. Anywho, have you got anything else to say on the Shout topic?
No.
Or Scream Factory? Yeah. Very good.
Still no. I think we've covered it, really, haven't we?
Yeah. In that case, then we'll go to topic of the week.
It's the topic of the week.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Storing problems. What if it doesn't fit on your shelf? And it's kind of spawned from a couple of comments, a couple of messages that I've had about storage of things, really. And it just got me thinking about our collections. I mean, where you're probably pretty good now, and I think most of your physical media collection is on your shelf now. When it's overrun, what did you do with them? How did you store them? And is it worth doing, do you think?
I didn't store any in this room because when this room was first built, because this is part of our house extension, I just moved all of my collectibles, boxes and tubs and all that kind of stuff out of my parents' attic, moved it all in here, and there was no I could barely get in the room myself.
Yeah.
So upstairs, in one of the spare bedrooms, I had 5 IKEA Billy bookcases, absolutely rammed, some of the shelves too deep with films and what have you, and it was just ludicrous. I've said many times before, Lynn would go, should we watch a film? And I go, yeah, I'll go upstairs and pick something. 25 minutes later, I'm still up there faffing around trying to find certain films, and so yeah, it was out of control. This, although that looks a lot, you know, if you named a film, I could go and find it straight away. I know where it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So boxes is sort of a thing that you used to store certain movies in, and I did the same. I had a bunch of DVDs that wouldn't fit on the shelf, and I boxed them. And you know, what I did, I put them up in the attic out of the way. And this is what gets me thinking about storage, whether it's worth doing. I don't know. Is it a problem to store things? Because I stored these DVDs up in the attic and I forgot about them. I didn't worry about them. I wasn't bothered that I didn't have them on my shelf. And
it was complete out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
And could you even remember what titles were up there?
Some of them, just purely because
a handful,
like crazy brain sometimes that yeah, but a handful I could remember. And it didn't matter that they weren't here. So it's a case of, I don't know where I'm going with this particularly, but is the storage actually worth it? When you're putting things in boxes and they're out of the way and they can't fit on the shelf, is it worth storing them? Should we just get rid of them? And is it a thing? Because as well as the boxes, there's the binders as well. A lot of people started sleeving their collections, not necessarily in binders like this, but in boxes. They put them in sleeves and they'd have them in boxes. So
what was that title, Phil? I mean, Deadly Pursuit, great film. Great film.
Yeah, these are DVDs, and these are out today. They are movies that I want, and get over it.
Oh, okay. All right, I will do then. Jesus, so, no need to be like that.
When a Stranger Calls, because it's the unrated court, and yeah, these haven't been touched since I put them in. I did a video a year and a half ago, something like that. I've not touched them, and I'm thinking, is it worth it? Is it worth storing things like this? Do you think it's worth storing things beyond your shelf? Should your shelves just be full of the movies that you want access to? Should we be storing them out of the way? Is it worth storing them out of the way, or do you think just get rid of them?
I think there's two arguments to that, though. Really, you know, while you were just showing that, I thought, well, you've not got them on show, and then I thought, well, does it matter that they're not on show?
No, not
my instant thing is, I want things on a shelf like that where I can find them, but does it really matter? Yes, you could say, well, you know, I didn't have room for these. Well, you probably shouldn't have them if you don't have room for them. The other argument is, why we're not just storing everything in a folder like that, taking up a lot less space. What is it about having it on a shelf, paused again, that is so important?
Yeah.
You know, if we know we own the film, does it matter if it's on a shelf as opposed to in a binder or something?
Yeah, I see that. I see that. I like having a display of things though, to show. I don't know who I'm showing it to. I'm showing it to myself, really, aren't I? Because no one else comes up here. I'm showing it to myself every time. So no, you're
That's
right.
what I'm saying. But if it's in a binder, you know you own it.
Yeah,
you still own it. Do you need to see it every day to go? Oh yeah, I remember that now.
It's the worry that I've got. I've obviously you've seen the shelves down here, and you see the shelves in there. It's if they're full, do I need to keep the other stuff in boxes out of the way? If I've filled up my shelves with the favourites and put some randoms out of the way, do I need those randoms that are out of the way? Could I get rid of them? Are they streaming on a service? Can I replace them if I needed to one day? And do they really matter?
If you had the opportunity to watch a film, you'd come upstairs and you'd immediately go to your shelves.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd suddenly start cracking open boxes and rummaging through to try and
I've got it
find
somewhere
something to watch. Yeah, and I've got it somewhere. I had to get rid of it. I can't remember whether CEX gave me a penny for it or not.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of standard of movie.
Okay.
Should we see what people are saying?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. So I kind of want to carry on the boxes thing in a moment.
Yeah.
Let's. Something's going off in the comments, and I don't throw up the comments at the minute just in case. Finlay Archers, no storage issues for me. All of my discs are in 2 CD binders, 600 plus discs. Blasphemous, I know. But to me, I just care about watching the movie. No need to display.
Yeah, and this is my point. I'm wondering whether, does it matter? Surely that we know we own them.
Yeah.
We've got them. They're literal physical media still.
I tell you what, doing something like that as well, it completely destroys the FOMO and the need to chase after a steelbook or a limited edition box set, or that fear of missing out. It's gone. It doesn't matter anymore because you're storing it in binders instead of that. Might not go on the shelf, might not have anything for the shelf. You've just got the binders, but it destroys that FOMO a little bit.
Wasn't something I'd considered before, but who knows?
Morton's movie reviews. At this time, I have 3 shelves like Glenn in the background. Here we go. It's a popular setup. Findlay Archers, with regards to the binders. Sorry, but you've just turned my stomach. Sorry, Woody. I feel like I don't belong into this community. You do. It's not about the physical disc. It's about the movie. I talk a lot about the physical discs and things like that, but we're all here for the movies rather than the boxes. I think most of us.
Yeah.
Adam, no storing for me. I give myself a set amount of space. Once full, something must go. Helps with the culling. And this is what I'm thinking of. If the shelves are overrunning, should I remove things from the shelf to make way for the new stuff? If it ranks highly enough on my want to keep hold of list, or should I start putting things in boxes or start putting things in binders? Should we have that overflow? Does storing things in boxes or anything like that destroy your living space? If you've got closets that are being filled up with boxes instead of your clothes, or you placing them around your house randomly, tote box full of spare movies because you've got nowhere else to put the box, does it impact on your living space? I think.
Do you only remember you've got them when you trip over them? Yeah. Stub your toe on them. I mean, sorry, go on.
AJ Pink says, I just have a small storage box. I used to use a small storage box and keep it on. It was a black IKEA. It was almost the size of a shoebox. And the new discs that I had coming through, I used to place them in that, and they'd go under the TV on the unit, and I'd pick out what we're watching next from this box. So it was always sort of churning over. But now I don't watch as regular as I need to, or to do something like that. But I did use that at one point. Sorry, you were saying?
I was just going to say, when I first built these shelves, I built them with lots of excess space and with the intention of still continuing to collect. And, well, I'll need more room because I'll need to fill them. And now, as you can see, they're all CDs. Hang on, get my hand right. That shelf down there is empty. And I'm continuing to cull a bit more, so I'm going to have even more space. I said to you the other day, I think I'm going to remove one of those shelves, so I've got a little bit of display space rather than fill it with films and things, but we'll see. We will see.
Black. After 2 years of collecting, I have almost run out of space in my own room. That's already 2 deep shelves with DVDs on the back and collectible 4Ks, etc. on the front. At that point, it's...
You've got to ask yourself, are you going to go, you know what, I want to watch a film, and it is one of those DVDs that's buried in the background?
Yeah.
Is that ever going to be the case? If not, do you need it?
You can go back to it, yeah. If you're not going back to it regular enough, do you need it? AJ Pink, for the watch pile, space on a shelf, not an issue.
The small storage box.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Grateful Black. Now, though, I think I will have to get rid of my rare DVD collection, push the 4Ks to the back, and make way for new 4Ks. This is the thing. It's
it's a great point. No, honestly, I think you've summed it all up there. Really, that's excellent. Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Rare DVD collection, is it movies that you want to keep hold of? Do you need to keep them? Or are you buying 4Ks that you need to keep and want? Another good point. Sorry, I'm losing my words completely.
I saw the other day, and it was one of those, on Twitter and whatever, it'll go like 80s throwback thing or whatever. And it'll be like a cartoon that you used to watch or a toy of some kind and what have you.
Yeah.
It was an electric CD holder, but it was like a great big like conveyor belt, but a vertical conveyor belt. So you clipped all your CD albums into it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you just hit the button and it like rotated them round, kind of thing, until you found the one that you wanted. A little bit like Cher's closet in Clueless, where she programmed in what clothing she wanted and it came down the rails and what have you. We could do with something like that, really. None of it on show. And I've just got like a little iPad thing and I go, I'm going to watch Aliens today. Just type in Aliens. And a little robot man scurries behind the background and passes it through a hatch to me. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
It's an option. It's an option. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, Shandy. I've always had lack of space, had boxes of movies for years, changed over so many times and wish I had a proper space. I've called over the years, but it's hard mental battles of collecting. And this is the thing that I struggle with a lot. The boxes that I kept in the attic of things that didn't fit on the shelf, I didn't want to get rid of them because I'm a collector, but it didn't all fit on my shelves. And I felt like I needed to keep them. And I went up into that attic for a YouTube video I was doing. It's actually on one of the videos, and I brought down this box of DVDs. And you sort of realise that this box has been up there for months. It's not mattered to me that they're not there. I wanted to store them, but now I realise that I didn't need to keep them at all. And I decided to just donate them all. They all went off to the charity shop. And it didn't matter. And it no longer matters that they're not there. The movies that I haven't got anymore, but it doesn't seem as desperate that I haven't got a copy of the Jerry O'Connell movie Tomcats on my shelf anymore. It just doesn't.
Oh, you didn't give that away, surely?
Yeah, that went to the charity
shop. What's wrong with you?
Well,
you got to wonder if we kind of. I've said this before. You know, this cull that I started 2 years ago now, something like that. Yeah. I got rid of hundreds and hundreds of titles, and I've not missed a single one. There hasn't been a moment where I've gone, oh, I'll watch such and such. I'm sure I used to own it, and I've accidentally got rid of it.
Yeah.
And you do wonder whether, if I got rid of all of them, I think my life would still go on. Really. It's not a matter of life and death that I own them.
No, and I know people don't want to hear it. Well, the collectors don't want to hear it, but a lot of these are very easy to find on digital services, streaming or something like that. So
stop it! What's wrong with you?
I had a copy. I can't read it, so right all the way over there. But the copy of Fatal Beauty that I had, that I mentioned in a video, I bought it on Blu Ray for the collection because it was a movie that I enjoyed when I was like 15 or whatever, and I thought, yeah, I want that in the collection. I wouldn't mind looking at it again. And it's sat here I've never picked it off the shelf to try and watch again, despite convincing myself that I need it. And yeah, it sat on the shelf for ages. And I decided the other day, you know what, this is silly. It's still sealed. I'm going to have a look at selling it. But first, I want to see if it's easily available any other way. And it was like £4 to buy on iTunes. It's rentable on iTunes. And it's easy to pick up an old DVD of it. And I thought, you know what, why am I keeping this Blu Ray of something that I'm just not watching? And I watched the trailer for it and I thought, it doesn't look quite how I remembered it. And yeah, it's the thought, if I am going to watch this thing again, if it ever does get picked off the shelf, it's likely that I'm probably just going to watch it once. So does it matter if the disc's not sat there? Do I just rent it on iTunes and just watch it and have that moment and think, you know what? Glad I got rid of it. Not bothered about owning it anymore. And it's the same for a lot of these movies that I've got around here. If I watch them again, is that going to be the last time? Do I need to keep it if I'm just going to watch that movie again once?
Yeah, something like that. If you've not watched it for 30 years, watch it again. Probably won't want to watch it another 30 years.
Well, yeah, I did the same with the Michael J. Fox film, Hardway. I remembered enjoying that. I picked it up, started to try and watch it with the missus a few months ago. I was bored out of my mind, and I just didn't enjoy it the same way. I never watched the end of it, and I just sold it onto TX. And I'm wondering how many movies like that have I got that when I revisit it, they're just not the same. And why have I paid a premium to get these things imported? Sometimes imported.
I'm not sure why I'm not allowed to swear, but you keep saying the word streaming.
I apologise to everyone
Yeah.
watching. I apologise. We're
Terrible.
talking about collecting, and I'm talking about streaming.
Shame to yourself.
But yeah, it's the reason that I don't want to box a lot of DVDs anymore that don't fit on the shelf. I don't want to box them and store them myself, because the likelihood is they may only ever get watched once if they get pulled out again, which it hasn't done in the past. All of these DVDs that I've got in this folder, they've been in here for months untouched. There are a couple of movies that I wouldn't mind revisiting again. Right at the top of here, Deadly Pursuit, that's not available on Blu Ray or on streaming. And Chill Factor, that is on streaming. I could quite happily replace that onto a HD copy on iTunes. And yeah, there's only a few that are Hard Rain. That's a great one. That is available on Blu Ray. I'm not upgrading it.
Is it a great one? Is it a great one? Great.
Yeah, it's fun.
The word great.
Hard Rain is.
I mean, great.
It's got Morgan Freeman in it.
It's enjoyable. Oh, well, there we go then. Out cold? What the hell is out cold?
It's a comedy thing.
Well, I gathered that, but I can't. Don't remember it at all.
Remake. Fled. Who remembers that classic with Lawrence Fishburne?
Brilliant. Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah, none
Lawrence
of these
Fishburne.
sort of pulled out to be watched again. So, do I need to keep them? Do I need to store things if they're not on the shelf? I'm going to get priority watches. Do I just look towards other means of watching them in the future if I ever did want them?
I think referencing the box that went in your attic, I think now you've done that and you've gone through that and you've bought them down and gone, well, this was pointless putting them up there in the first place. These could have actually gone months ago. You won't do it again now. You've been there and done that and got the t-shirt.
That's it. Right, I'm going to blast through some more comments because I've been hammering it. Adam, I only have 2 binders, one as all Halloween movies and the other Christmas, because they only ever get watched a year. That's good thinking, Adam, actually, to be honest.
Sensible, Adam.
Especially for the Christmas ones. Because horror Halloween I'd watch any time of the year, but the Christmas ones, not so much. So I like that. Dean Watson, if it's not something you want to see yet want to keep, just functionally store them, binders, boxes, out of the way. Just like those. Shandy, I've had mine in storage once or twice. Being homeless sucks, but never had my entire collection on display or seeable. Again, it's just deciding how much you need a full collection and how big you need it to be or want it to be. Tom G, clear plastic wallets for my Blu Ray size sleeves. That's my solution. Nice to flick through them like a library. My absolute faves are in cases, steelbooks in a limited size display. The Mad Dog, binders means you can't sell them on, trade them in. Not many places will take just a disc without the case and insert, which is true, but a lot of these that I've put into sleeves, no one's interested anymore. I wouldn't get a penny for them, or if I could get someone to take them, even if they're wearing cases. Some of the charity shops are actually turning away DVDs now as well. Marco Scrandeloas, I display movies, but not to the point of clutter. I like to look at them. However, most of mine are in binders. Another binder fan. That quite surprises me. AJ Pink is off for the F1. F1 about to start, so I'll catch the rest of the stream tomorrow.
Don't blame you.
And it's
Grand Prix. I'd have been watching it if I wasn't stuck doing this bloody thing.
You could have dropped out. I'd have found someone else, I'm sure.
Would you?
Grateful Black. No, probably not.
Is it? Yeah.
What's the difference in having it in a binder and having them all on a NAS drive in the cloud? I don't know.
Again, it's having that, it's that physical thing. It's people knowing they own it and they've got a copy of it, isn't it? But
I think we were talking about NAS drives the other day because I was looking into how they worked and everything, wasn't I? Did I talk to you about that? So it's something I considered, but then the consideration with that is, am I just moving the problem with hoarding or keeping hold of too much? Do I just move the problem across to this drive full of things that I don't really need rather than...
But it's not taking up any physical space, is it?
No, that's true.
So it's almost like, acceptable hoarding.
Acceptable hoarding.
Acceptable hoarding.
Well, it has been a consideration. I might look at it again at some point in the future, but not at the moment. As Wilco, I've got 4 shelves above my TV. I'd send a picture to show you, but I can't.
Well, don't then. Don't promise something and then let us down. Honestly, such a tease.
Shandy, I have a mate who binded his collection but kept the boxes of cases in his garage. No idea if he still does. That's the other thing. You might as well keep the movies in the boxes in the garage. It doesn't matter. World Morning Wins, all about the movies. Still collect DVDs from the 90s and 2000s. Yeah, it's got to be about the movies. That's got to be the priority for collecting. Really has. Tom G, who cares about display? We don't display our digital movies. It's just another part of a collection. True. AJ Pink, I'll have about 250 Blu-rays, 4Ks, set a limit of 365. Space is finite, and I only keep what I want. Will watch repeatedly. Will repeatedly rewatch. A movie a
So
day.
you've set yourself 365 then, as in one a day for a year.
Sounds
and then
like
anything over and above that. Yeah.
So meows a lot. Love my display shelves and DVD racks. No one seems to care much, but I like seeing them. I think we're pretty much the same. I find comfort in coming up here and seeing a bunch of movies on the shelf. I don't really need to have them on the shelf, but I don't know. There's a certain comfort and warmth to it for me. Martin's movie cupboard. The shelf thing could be purely nostalgia, harking back to the video store days where we all started our collecting journey. Yeah, potentially. Real Sketchman. I refuse to go beyond my designated space and won't stack stuff. I either get rid of things or I'll completely stop acquiring movies. I hate clutter more than I love collecting. I'm getting that way more and more, which is why for the room that I'm doing, I've made no real plan for any physical media to be down there at all. And I think you keep your collection out of living space, other living spaces as well, don't you?
Yeah, all of my, let's call it crap, because a lot of it is just in this room. That's it. This is my little space, and none of it intrudes into the rest of the house.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with it that way.
Yeah, Stuart Young. It seems to me like the answer is to set a defined boundary. You can then own as many titles as you like, so long as they fit within that space. And I think that's the trick. I mean, it's hard to let go because you consider your collection as like one mass, so it's hard to let go of certain things, and you'd like to keep it all together. And you even though you're likely not going to go back to it, you still have that security in knowing what if you can have it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because it's very rare that you are going to go back to these things that you've put in storage. You put them into storage for a reason, and that's because they're not the best of your collection or they're not being used very often, so therefore they go in storage. Your best things you tend to have on the top shelf or in a certain place in your collection. So if the things aren't fitting in there, then there's a reason you're taking them off the shelf and putting them in storage. In my eyes, anyway.
You see, that was a very valid point. Why didn't you come out with that earlier?
I don't know.
You said,
I'm on a journey, man. I'm on a journey with this.
You're on a journey. It's a journey of discovery, man. Yeah.
Matty Campbell with us as well. Good evening, Matty.
Hello, Matty.
World Money Wins. I still watch the old DVDs. Some are worth lots of money.
Some are worth dollar bill, y'all.
Some of them can be. Not too many. Few and far between now, I think. Martin's movie reviews. I've been looking at movies even more on what I can let go at the end of the year to make space. Fair. Jeremy, I have shelf space, closet space for empty figure boxes, not so much. And this is the other topic I was going to go into. This was one of the things that was posed to me in my inbox. I was DM'd, and
who slid into your DMs, Phil?
I'm not going to say who. If they want to out themselves on the chat, they can do. But yeah, when it comes to collecting figures, hot toys, whatever, NECA, Funko Pops, whatever else. Anyway, when it comes to collecting busts and figures, the storage problem of boxes. So you display the figure, could be an expensive figure, might be a cheaper figure, but then there's a certain thing that carries with a lot of collectors, because I don't myself and I don't know why, but you want to keep the boxes. So you're displaying the figure, the boxes, you need to keep it because somehow it will affect the value. So you keep the box to a side somewhere if you can, or it goes up in the attic out of the way. And you tend to be storing boxes. even though the things on your shelf, you keep in hold of the boxes because it affects the value. Even though you don't plan on selling these things on your shelf, there's still that thing in your mind that if I sell it, it's going to affect the value, so I need to keep the box. Where do you keep these boxes? If you've got limited space for these boxes, should you keep the boxes? Have you got any insight onto this at all?
Well, I mean, you've kind of hit the nail on the head with the fact that we go, oh, I really need this. I want this in my collection. And then, like you say, we keep the box.
Yeah.
Because in the back of our mind, we're thinking, oh, maybe one day I might sell it.
Yeah.
You really need it in the first place, then I suppose you get a limited enjoyment of it. But if I tilt my camera ever so slightly, so we can see all of those, like Royal Bobbles and Neckerhead Knockers and things like that. All of the boxes for those are all in a nicely sealed tub in my attic.
So you kept the boxes?
Just in case, yeah.
Yeah.
And not just that, I'll cover my own bag. You know, if I was to ever move, I'd box them all up so they travelled safely with me to my new abode.
That was another worry from the person that commented, was having that security in its proper box and its proper packaging, so it's safely moved. But yeah,
all that's expensive these days, dude. You don't realise, man. You don't live in the real world.
They are. Yeah, I think if you're running out of space, though, would you consider getting rid of the boxes, or would that be a more difficult decision?
My attic literally has Christmas decorations and that tub of those boxes.
Nice.
Because we're not hoardy kind of people at all. We don't.
Yeah. If you don't have the space for the boxes, what would your decision be? Would you?
But I do have the space, Phil. You're just asking a stupid question. I've already told you I've got loads of space. Okay, so let's just move on.
Nothing like a little bragger, is there?
Yeah. Well, you know. Yeah. Or did you? No, I mean, I think I'd make space.
Yeah, it's a strange compulsion in a way, isn't it? Because these things, you don't plan to get rid of them, but you've got your value held in the boxes, and it makes me wonder. The thing that I said to the person was, it's difficult because you're treating these things like assets rather than being it something personal for you. You've somehow linked it onto it being an asset, and the box forms part of that asset. And it's the same with collecting the movies as well. Sometimes we treat them as assets. We've got the limited edition, which is worth this much, or a steelbook edition, which is worth this much. And should we put monetary value and consider these things as assets or investments? Because the market can bottom out so quickly. It's and I think this is where the compulsion for keeping boxes can sometimes come from as well. Because
I think a lot of that, though, as well, stems from the fact that we're paying so much out for them in the first place.
Yeah.
We're constantly in our head thinking, well, that cost me X amount. And you don't want it to ever be less than that. But a lot of titles, as you've said, regarding DVDs and things, you know, pennies, if anything. So some things do depreciate.
Yeah. So you would try and keep the boxes always, just for those, one for the value and one for the potential of if you ever did move house, that they would be safer.
I don't know, you know, because we talked about this a few weeks ago when we were talking about Star Wars figures and things like that. And, you know, the original Star Wars figures were so sought after and are worth so much money because most of us, when we were kids, we got an action figure or whatever, and we ripped apart the packaging to get the figure out because we then played with that figure and we didn't think about kind of, oh my God, my camera. We didn't think about kind of like resale value or anything like that. It wasn't about that. It was getting that figure and playing with that action figure. So the packaging just went in the bin. I don't know whether it's things like that that have kind of, for lack of a better word, penetrated our way of thinking regarding collecting full stop now. Whether we're thinking about kind of things that are hold value, because like somebody just said earlier, you know, you can't resell those DVDs that are in the binder and what have you. Even if they were worth a lot of money, they're going to be worth a lot less without the box. So I don't know whether that's kind of instilled in us now through the years that we need to keep all original packaging and all that kind of stuff just in case.
Yeah. I think so. I'm going to whip back to the comments for a moment as well. Jeremy says, I have shelf space, closet space for my empty figure boxes. Not so much.
So you've read that twice. But
I've
if you really like that comment, let's read it a third time. Come on, let's do it.
Jeremy says, I have... Never mind. Cranstonite. I've always had a bit of a minimalist mindset, so never really allowed any of my collecting anything to get out of hand, especially now. I actually quite like getting rid of stuff more than buying. Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at mindset at the minute. But you've been having a surging selling as well, haven't you?
I have, yeah. There's quite a few been going on eBay, so yeah, I just have to try and pick the spots where I can try and get listing and try and fit it in between everything else. But yeah, there's slowly leaving some of them. Dawn of the Dead, the box set from Second Sight, that's gone now as well.
Sold today, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Yeah. So that will be going out tomorrow morning.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, but Tom G says getting rid of it and then renting it on iTunes even just once makes no sense at all. No, it doesn't. But I think if I got rid of it and wanted to watch it again, would I want to watch it again? I didn't explain that. If I get rid of it, I know there's the potential that if I did want to watch it again, that it's there to rent. I've had this movie in my collection for years and it's gone unwatched. So the chances are of me renting it pretty slim. But it's just that security in the back of my mind that if I get rid, there's still options to get it again.
And like we were just saying about resale value, if we're talking about an item that is still sealed, would you crack the seal to watch it that one more time? Or are you going to be thinking, well, I'll just get rid of it while it's sealed. It's worth more money. And then, like you say, if the mood takes you and you want to watch it further down the line, you've got that rental option.
Yeah. What he says, Phil, put that folder thing away. Honestly, it's so offensive.
Well, that's quite racist comment, that was.
Mad Dog, have you seen Big Game? Samuel L. Jackson as the US president, same director as the Sisu films. I have, and it was pretty poor.
I've still not watched Sisu, and yet we had the trailer for the sequel the other day on the start of a film that I went to watch that I can't comment on because we're not at that stage of the live stream. Thank you. Moving on.
Jeremy says, our big box sets, our big box releasing killing shelf space. 100%.
Wow, look at them new ones like Never Ending Story, The Keep. What's the other one where you get Dune? Yeah,
with the sand in the box.
Really? Has he got sand in there?
Yeah, the big Dune one has. Yeah, it's like a window that's full of sand or something like that.
Oh,
so, yeah, there's people paying good money for a box with sand.
Yeah. I like the argument from people going, yeah, but you get a poster in there and it's not folded. Oh, well. Honestly, you've just been conned into buying a big box so you can just have a poster.
Yeah.
Well done.
Just bought The Willies, a horror movie from when I was a kid, and it was really cringe. So many are that you remember from being a kid, and yeah, I've struggled through a couple and not finished quite a lot as well.
You struggle with Willies, do you?
I'm not watching that one in particular.
You don't finish a lot of them.
The other older 80s horror movies and things.
I see.
Yeah, you follow. You follow.
Yeah.
So Meoslot's just asked as well, Phil Glenn and the chat, is anyone planning on seeing Predator Badlands? I am.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll go and watch it. It's a different take, so I'm quite looking forward to a slightly different, skewed look. Perhaps I'd like a proper Predator movie with the Predator being the bad guy, but yeah, I'm interested to see this aspect.
So would you have Predator back on Earth again against a...
But we've seen that, haven't we?
Really? Yeah, this is the thing, with Predator, obviously, but let's not knock the original because it's amazing. But then there was Predators, which, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anyway,
I didn't hate the Alien versus Predator movies, to be honest. They had their redeeming features. I mean, they weren't great movies, but they were entertaining.
They're not ones I'd watch. I'd rather watch Predators and the Predator again than Alien versus Predator. Yeah, have that. Go back and watch them all and tell me I'm right.
Well, no, I would always just go back to Predator, and at a push, maybe Predator 2.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
John Robbins says, as I've been putting up more shelves today as I'm running out of room. You have to get a storage box, John, or a binder. I'm joking.
Or coal.
As Wilco says, could literally go to Skeggy, get some sand and throw it in the Blu Ray case. There you go.
Yeah, I just on a bit of a tangent from that. Lynn's a diehard Elvis fan, and I didn't mind Elvis, but anyway, we went to Memphis, went to Graceland, and I became more of an Elvis fan after that because it's almost a spiritual experience wandering around Graceland. And we were staying at the Heartbreak Hotel, which is a dump, by the way. Don't stay there. And no, thank you very much. And one of the nights we saw an Elvis impersonator. And at one point, they came around and they handed out a little baggie that, you would get, like when you buy crystal meth, like a little sealed baggie like that. And it had sand in there. And as they were handing it out, they went, yeah, this is from the beach where they filmed Blue Hawaii. You're like, no, it's not. Honestly, you've gone to the builder's merchant, you've bought a bag of sharp sand, and you've just very carefully tipped it into all the little baggies. But yeah. So yeah, the sand could be from anywhere, is the point.
Yeah.
Well, we know it's not from whatever his planet is. Caracas or whatever it was, Duracus. What's it called?
Arrakis.
There we go. We know it's not from there, so no. What does it matter? It's not from that fictional planet.
I'm just jumping back to a couple of comments from the early conversation. Big Jace just mentioned I had a pull-down drawer and a TV unit. Inside I have 3 storage boxes and I have sleeved my Blu-rays. I will revisit on my shelves my A+ films and collections and TV shows. So that's quite a lot of movies there. Dean Watson says, keep some DVDs that I'll probably never watch again, but I'll keep them for sentimental reasons like where I bought it or who bought it for me, where and with who I watched it, etc. I think that steers a lot of the collections and what we keep as well, just the sentimental reasons of it and the movies we watch, because I've still got Lost in Space on Blu-ray because it sparks certain memories from the past in a certain person. And, I've kept hold of that film because I've not upgraded to the Arrow edition because it's Lost in Space starring Matt LeBlanc. So, yeah, there's no need to upgrade it, but I've got a copy there just still for those sentimental reasons. But there's probably more than one film that I've kept hold of for things like that as well. Yeah. Anyway.
From your 4 previous marriages.
Yeah. No comment. Anyway, I'm going to move us on, Glenn. If that's good with you.
Fine, do it.
I don't know if this will go well or not. Have you picked anything up this week?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What have you got?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's something I don't think you've ever watched, but you're aware of it.
All right.
Some people will know the theme. Hey, everybody, have you heard the news? Joe Bob is back in town. Yeah, Joe Bob's Drive-In double feature with suitable flesh and mayhem.
Nice.
So, yes.
I do like Joe. It's the double features a director called Joe Lynch. And I do enjoy his podcast he does with the other director, Adam Green. It's called The Movie Crypt. And I really like that. So I've checked out Mayhem. I've not watched Suitable Flesh yet, but it is a film that intrigues me, and it's a disc that intrigues me. What else is on there, Glenn, besides the movies?
Well, I think it's literally just the 2 separate episodes because I don't think it was a double bill that night.
Right.
Because obviously Joe Bob's drive-in with Diana Prince or Marcy, the male girl, whatever you want to call her. They always do a double bill of movies, but I don't think it was a single night where they did both of these. So you'll have the introduction from both of them regarding each film. It doesn't say anything about extras or anything, so I think it's just purely that. But yeah. But Suitable Flesh was, I've still not seen Suitable Flesh either, and that was it was like a H.P. Lovecraft short story or something that's been adapted.
Yeah.
For that, and obviously Mayhem's obviously Samara Weaving.
So it's the drive-in show and the movie and movies, should I say?
Yeah, so it starts, and you've always got Joe Bob does an introduction, and he kind of counts down how many people have died and all that kind of stuff. And Darcy, the male girl, will kind of sit there and chat about things and what have you. And yeah, and then the movie starts. So yeah, I'm looking forward to.
I might give that one a look. Actually, it is a pickup that has from something that has interested me.
Yeah, for sure. But a lot of the time, I'll kind of like click on, and even if it's a film I'm not interested in watching, I'll listen to them chat about it before it kind of even starts and things like that, because I find them thoroughly entertaining. And I'm still waving, look, because I've paused. There we go. What about you, Phil? What have you purchased this week?
Nothing this week.
Oh,
I'm waiting for my Scream Factory order is on the way, so I'll be waiting to. I think it should be with me next week, so I'll have some pickups of the show next week as well. But yeah, it's been a quiet week. I've just been distracted with this unit malarkey at home and plotting what comes next with that. So yeah.
Well, next week I think I will have two. Oh my god, my camera! I'll be buying a new camera this week. That's for sure. Look, it's paused again. So annoying. 2 films for sure, and there's a book for sure this week as well, winging its way, which I'm looking forward to getting, and that's film related. So I will show that off next week.
Very good. I'm going to have a look through the comments and see what other people have been picking up, because I've been quite boring. But before I do go to everyone's pickups, there's another couple of comments that I missed from the previous discussion. So we've got Pretentious Sunshine. My movies are stacked height on an old garden shelf. The dream is to get cabinets for them next year. Don't really care about them being visible, just want them all in one place.
On an old garden shelf.
I think it's important to have them all in one place as well, or you really do lose track of your collection and things get out of hand pretty quickly if you're not careful. So yeah, Shandy says that's the thing. We enjoy the movie when we watched it, put it in the collection, and years later watched again and wonder why we kept it.
Yeah,
and that happens
a lot.
Yeah, especially with some of the older 80s ones that were watched in our youth. They don't normally age particularly well. Yeah. Anyway, other people's
films like Howard the Duck, Trancers, that kind of thing.
You know what I'm talking about. Darren G just said, I think the new Predator film is PG. It looks a lot more like Star Wars rather than a Predator film. It's because the blood's not red, I think, in a lot of cases for that one. I'm not too worried about the rating, but we'll see. We'll see.
We will see.
Yeah. Fuzzy Muzzler picked up In the Mouth of Madness, Miss 45, Arrow Fan, The Faculty, Bad Channels, All the Boys Love Mandy Lane, and Clueless. The Faculty is one that I've got on the way from Scream Factory. Spoiler for next week.
Can I? Yeah. Miss 45 I am actually tempted by. And All the Boys Love Mandy Lane is on my shelf about there-ish, I think. And not enough people talk about that film. I don't know if it's because it's an early... what's her name? Married to Johnny Depp was.
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, thank you. It's a good film. It is a very good film.
Yeah.
And one I keep threatening to revisit and probably will do at some point.
But along with pickups, he's also sold American Ninja Raw Deal, Red Heat, Sundown, The Vampire Retreat, and Sweet Smell of Success. Balancing out what's coming in and going out. Well done. Dean Watson picks up some of the protective slip cases. First time in a year. Wow, things have gone up in price.
Hasn't everything?
Yeah. I noticed you pointed out to me the other week, and I think I might have mentioned it, but even the standard editions for the second sight releases have started to creep up above 25 quid.
Yeah.
Morton's movie reviews. I ordered a few movies this weekend, had to pre-type this. It's so much. Tenacious D, The Complete Masterworks Volume 3 signed. Tenacious D, In the Pick of Destiny, The Shining 97. Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight, Man's Best Friend. There we go.
Is that it, or is there more? Is there more? Was that a comma? I feel like there's more.
I'm just looking through. There we go. Yes, there's more. Return of the Living Dead Part 2, The Car, Dracula 2000, Trespass, The Return to Salem's Lot, Pumpkinhead 4K Steelbook, Tales from the Dark Side, The Movie, Creepshow 4K Steelbook, Clowns from Outer Space 4K Steelbook, Evil Dead 4K Steelbook, and Dead Zone 4K, and The Fog Steelbook. I think that's it. That's all it's got. That's all.
Is that all? Oh,
yeah.
Quiet week, then. Quiet week.
Jesus, Morton.
Quiet and cheap week as well. Yeah. Saving those pennies.
That's going to take some getting through. So meows a lot. Pickups from last week since I missed the stream. Spawn, even with the nostalgia, pretty bad. Also got Highland of Lost Souls 32 and loved it. Yeah, Spawn. I'm seeing a lot of people watching that and are not enjoying it as much as they expected. But
I've seen a lot of them for sale.
Yeah,
and they're not all new. They're they've been unwrapped and watched, and people have gone, "Ooh, what have I done?"
Adam found 8-Bit Christmas and Get Santa in the shops on Blu Ray for $1 each. I don't think we ever had a release for 8-Bit Christmas physically in the UK. I never saw it. It was an exclusive. Was it Paramount exclusive at one point? I forgot where it was. I saw it, and it was okay. Grant's Night. I hope I'm not being too premature, but I'm about to order David Gilmour live at Circus Maximus on Blu Ray. Saw it at the cinema, and he's still a musical wizard.
Musical wizard.
As Wilco 97 wasn't here last week, so I'll say what I got. Picked up Harry Potter 4K, Back to the Future 4K, Pulp Fiction 4K, and this week I picked up Lake Mungo on Blu Ray. I've still not watched Lake Mungo. I keep being recommended all over the place.
I didn't think it was that great, if I'm honest.
No, I know you weren't a fan.
It wasn't anything I hadn't seen a million times before, and I think as Mike Flanagan had raved about it so much and what have you, and maybe with that movie, if I'd have watched it at the time when it was first released, it might have felt fresher and things. I just think it's been redone too many times now for now going back to it, and it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah. So meows a lot. Pickups this week: GameCube games, Pikmin and Pikmin 2, and they can be quite pricey pickups with the GameCube now. There's a lot of collectors going for those. Yeah, Clark and Many budget got wrecked for the heating repairs servicing this week. No pickups. Unfortunately, UK wintertime closing in and the heating unit.
Life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, it's good that you're prioritising and not just buying a steelbook for a Nightmare on Elm Street collection for $200 or a Halloween set from Umbrella imported for 300 quid either.
Shh, John Robinson bought that.
Priorities, man. Yeah. Dr. Fear. Hi, everyone. I picked up Food for the Gods this week.
Hi, Dr. Fear.
Here we go. Tom G picked up Wolf of Wall Street 4K from Arrow. Watching Mr. Scorsese made me want to watch it again. Also got Die Hard 4K with the slip today from CEX. I keep meaning to tag that documentary and put it bookmark on it so I don't forget about it. But it is one I want to check out.
I said to Nick the other day, as much as I like some Scorsese movies, I don't know if I'm bothered about a documentary about him. I don't know if I'm that interested in him all that much, to be honest.
Yeah. Jeremy, Trances is the best time travel film.
What, better than Back to the Future? Would you say?
Yeah. Woody, but Bruce Springsteen's Nebraska 82 expanded edition on CD. CD buyer. I'm just about to drag out my CDs again, to be honest.
Did you know Bruce Springsteen was born in the USA? I didn't.
Yeah.
But it's there for the pub quiz next time.
John Robinson, pickups this week. Nightmare on Elm Street collection. Sorry, John. Batman trilogy, Iron Flux, I Know What You Did Last Summer, 25.
Oh, God.
You weren't keen on that, was you?
Oh, one of the worst horror films ever made. It's not even horror, it's just poor. It's
I've not seen it yet, but
I'm looking forward to it. So I love the, I still know what you did last summer. This new one is just trash, absolute rubbish.
Sandy,
I'll try not to say about it next time. But
yeah, the substance and talk to me.
You see, great films.
As Wilco 97, Lake Mungo is on Prime, but I refuse to use streaming services
because streaming is a swear word.
No, it's not. Mad Dog has Welcome to Derry started in the UK. I'm not sure.
29th, I think it starts. Does it? I don't think it started yet. I'm sure it's early this week. Yeah,
I've not looked, to be honest. I'm not too excited about it. But Fuzzy Muzzler, agree, Glenn. First time watching that, and it really is underrated. All the Boys Love Mary Lane.
All the Boys Love Mary Lane.
It was an interesting blind I had to watch with the wife. I was even more shocked how much she liked it.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah. So anyway, I guess on that note. I thought I'd knocked it off then completely, but no, I haven't. We're here. Have you watched much this week? I
think I've only watched one film, and that was earlier in the week, and I've not even bothered mentioning it to you because you've seen it before. I don't think you thought much to it, and we were just looking for something short and something we didn't really have to think about. So we watched Palm Springs with Kristen Milioti.
That's all right.
I didn't mind it. It was harmless enough. It was had some funny moments, and when it kind of got 20 minutes in, Lynn did turn to me because she didn't know anything about it at all, and she went, "Oh, it's not like a Groundhog Day movie, is it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." But I think they deal with it quite well, even though it's Groundhog Day, Happy Death Day. What's the one with what's the face? All the small maps or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. But I think they deal with it quite well, to be honest. And I think it's amusing in places, and it's got heart in places. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it something I don't? No, it isn't. I watched it streaming. Yeah, streaming. Come at me.
I watched something streaming as well.
What did you watch?
I watched a film that you mentioned. I was looking for something to watch last night that wasn't going to take up too much brain capacity. I don't want anything heavy or anything like that. So we ended up watching Eeny Meeny. It was between that or Equalizer 3.
So you watched Eeny Meeny?
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I thought for a straight-to-streaming Samara Weaving movie, I thought it was better written and probably better shot than I was expecting it was going to be.
Yeah, it looked okay, yeah. To be honest, some of the chases were pretty well shot, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it set the world on fire? No, it doesn't. But No. But I thought it was an okay movie. But I think it's a better choice than Equalizer 3.
Yeah, it's just the brain capacity wasn't there. We'd just been to that show at Nottingham Arena, and it was getting late, and it's just like, I can't be bothered to think about picking something decent. I can't concentrate. I'm just going to pick nonsense. And it's been like that for a lot of the week, to be fair. Through the week, we started a new TV show as well, just something that was easygoing, just procedural sort of thing. We started one on Hulu or Disney, or I think it's Hulu. High Potential, it's called. and it's a remake of a French TV show. I think the French TV show, I don't know, I can't remember what it was called. It's something like Le High Potential. I don't know. But it's produced by Drew Goddard, that obviously did some writing through like Buffy and Cabin in the Woods and things like that, and also Rob Thomas, that had a lot to do with created Veronica Mars and iZombie and things like that. So it's got that sort of nice little humour to it, and it's actually okay. I'm actually quite enjoying it. For procedural, it's decent, and it's not too long of a series. So we've watched a few episodes just as an easy watching thing. Yeah.
Most of our viewing's just been TV rubbish, to be honest.
Yeah.
Great British Bake Off. Taskmaster, which we always watch and adore. What else have we watched? Well, we watched the UFC last night. Good grief. That was a poor showing all round. Yeah, but it's just been stuff like that, to be honest. Nothing major film-wise.
No real recommendation.
I think we should probably just throw it across the comment, shouldn't we, really?
Yeah, because we've got no real recommendations this week for what we watched. No. There's a couple of...
I'll tell you what I have been watching, actually, is Celebrity Traitors. I adore Traitors anyway. Such a great show. Celebrity Traitors. I didn't think they'd take it quite as seriously as the normal show.
Yeah.
But they just get absorbed into it straight away, of who they can trust and who they can't trust. And it's been as good as the normal series for me. We've thoroughly enjoyed that. And it's nice that it's 2 a week, so you don't feel like you're having to wait too long. So that's been good. Yeah.
I can't believe they got rid of Stephen Fry. Unbelievable.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I don't care. Sorry, anyone watching Traitors. I apologise.
Unbelievable.
It slipped out. Anyway, here we go. What others watched? Morton. I watched I, Frankenstein for the first time. Wasn't a fan. I don't think I've watched that, actually. Also watched Legend and Redemption. So not many movies this weekend. No, I don't think I watched I, Frankenstein at all. Adam watched Jim Henson's Storyteller, Relic, Mimic, and Hellboy, Crooked Man. Ooh, Hellboy, Crooked Man, that looked horrible. And I heard not so good things about that as well from the people that did the creature effects for Hellboy and all that. It was a funny old production to be on, apparently.
Was that the Werebear people?
Yeah.
It was one.
Yeah. Woody. I watched Homeland season 2 and 3. I'll give season 4 a go this week, but unless something interesting happens, it'll be the last season I watch this. It's like a rehash of 24 with Keith Sutherland.
Yeah, we only did the first season of Homeland and lost interest.
I think I only did the first season of that as well. Maybe started season 2, but it's like, man, you kind of, finished with the story already. They've been talking about a new series of 24. I don't know if Keith has still got it in him, but I'm kind of interested, should I say. Cranston Night. Watched One Battle After Another at IMAX in Manchester, Companion and The Roses.
You see 3 movies I really enjoyed there.
2 movies I enjoyed and 1 I haven't seen.
Yeah, I think The Roses quite surprised me, because when we first saw the trailers for it, me and you both went, oh God, what have they done that for? Why are they remaking War of the Roses? Actually, it's very, very different to War of the Roses. And Cumberbatch and What's a Mush are very entertaining. Olivia Colman. They're very entertaining. Their performances kind of hold that movie together, and it's quite funny. It's good.
Very good. As well go. Don't think I watched anything this week, but last week I watched Sinners. I think that's great, and it's bonus material. Killers of the Flower Moon. I've not watched that yet, but I want to get it in. The Witch bonus features and the Northman bonus features. Saw you in it, Phil. Yeah, I don't know if I watched the bonus features on Northman yet, actually. I'm not sure. I watched the deleted scenes because one of my scenes was in there as well. But anyway, Anthony Dello. I've been watching Death Kappa, Warning from Space, Wishmaster 2, Evil Never Dies, and Candyman. I hope it was the original Candyman, Anthony.
I didn't mind as in not one of the sequels or the...
Yeah. I didn't mind the reboot thing.
Yeah, I think there was real potential in there. I think the studio just cut the life out of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And ruined it. But
Wishmaster, I don't think I could work through again.
I tried rewatching Wishmaster and just ended up switching off. Couldn't do it. Yeah, at the time, loved it.
Fuzzy Musler, I watched All the Boys Love Mandy Lane, Cutter's Club, Clueless, Spawn, Turner and Hooch in the Mouth of Madness, Miss 45, Bad Channels, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Okay, that's some good movie watching this week.
That is a busy week.
Yeah. Jerry Carr rewatching Universal Monsters like I do every year in October.
I mean, they're still some of the best movies ever made. They're just so rewatchable. Love.
Clock of Many, Psycho, Swordfish, and Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown's been on my mind for a rewatch a lot recently, and I think it's as I've been sorting through my shelves. I saw a couple of other Elmore Leonard books that I'd got, and it just made me think I need to pick up Rum Punch, and then I started thinking Jackie Brown and went all down that. But yeah, it needs a rewatch soon. Swordfish, not so much for me.
No, I watched Psycho far too many times.
The original, of course. Semi has a lot. Watched Universal Monsters, Dracula, Frankenstein, Dracula's Daughter, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Island of Lost Souls, Spawn, Season 2 and 3 of Chicago Fire as I played Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know where I got to with Chicago Fire, but it was a show that we were watching at a point. Dr. Fear, I've had great fun with the American channels, horror marathons every day this week. I had no idea what sort of thing they show on there, to be honest. Have you looked at any of the American channels and what they're showing?
No, I have not.
Well, that was a waste of time asking. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tom G watched a lot for a change. The Alto Knights, Kingdom of the Planet Apes, The Morning Show, Slow Horses, New Alan Partridge, and Murder in the Family. Slow Horses, I'm waiting for the new season to finish so I can sort of binge watch them. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a great show. Dean Watson, I watched the final Mission Impossible as I missed it at the cinema. Stunts were amazing, plot was pedestrian and predictable, disappointed, probably one of the worst Mission Impossible films.
Thank you, Dean. 100% agree. I've said this, there's like two big stunt setups that are pretty spectacular, and just this ragtag movie kind of thrown in around it, just poor. Yeah.
Shandy, on all sorts of TV shows at the moment, haven't found one yet that I'm either not up to date with or holds my attention to really get deep into the characters or story. I don't think there are many that go particularly deep into the characters or story anymore. They're few and far between, to be honest. One of my favourites recently has been Tokyo Vice. Trying to think things like The Shield and Justified and things like that I kind of enjoyed, but a lot of them are still throwaway, really. We're still working our way through the old Buffy series. We just finished season 3.
No, I was chatting to Nick about something yesterday, and he mentioned The Wire, and I still think that's probably one of the strongest TV shows ever made. For sure.
I've not watched it yet. It's one that I never watched. I did have the season 1, but I never got around to watching it.
Yeah, solid show that was. Really solid.
Yeah. Steelbook Obsessed, are you more of a fan on the beefy box set or the standard slipcover release from Arrow Video? It depends on the movie for me, to be honest. I like the beefy box set for the right movie, but I don't think all of their releases do need it.
Well, they don't at all.
Well, none of the releases.
Hey, we've done a really big box set. Oh, great. What have you put in there? We put a folded poster and some postcards. Ooh, that will increase my enjoyment of the movie tenfold. I will definitely do that. No, thank you. I'm fine. Thanks anyway.
Yeah, a couple of things that I wish they have had beefy box sets, but that's just for my passion for a particular film than anything else. But some that they have put in the beefy box sets, I don't need them in beefy box set, like Wild Things that I've got in the thicker box. Don't need that like that.
No, really unnecessary.
Tom G and Mr. And Mr. Scorsese, forgot about that. It's a really very interesting blend. It's worth a shot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I love filmmaking, so I probably would get something out of it. Yeah, maybe. There's also a Tim Burton 4-part documentary that's just come on. Life on the Line, Life in the Line, something like that. I'm more likely to give that a watch over Scorsese, I think.
Fair. Shandy says Hellboy Crooked Man was diabolical. I think Pulling Teeth would have been more interesting.
Excellent.
So
5-star review.
Yeah. Quint Davis, Tulsa King is boring this season. A lot of sitting and talking.
Didn't start that.
Yeah, as well, Code 97. One of the Northman's deleted scenes is you on a horse, I think, in armor. Yeah, that was for the opening of originally for the opening of the film, and yeah, they just needed to get to a certain point a lot quicker. So that's one of the scenes that got removed, and I had literally about 2 weeks to learn how to ride a horse for that movie as well, which was fun. Never ridden a horse before, and they needed me riding one within like a week and a half for the very first shot of the film. I needed to be on the horse. Fact. Yeah, and then I had to go and redub all of my dialogue for that as well after we'd finished filming, because they wanted to make it clear to the audience who I was shouting to, because I wasn't shouting the character's name, I was shouting "Sir," and I had to change it to the character's name because they were worried the audience wouldn't get it. That's disappointing, things like that. Anyway.
Terrible.
As well, Code 97. Oh, just remembered something for the rumor mill. The theatrical edition Star Wars Restorations apparently got leaked a couple of days before its 50th anniversary coming up.
Yeah, well, it's I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago that there was kind of rumor of it, and they're saying in 2027 we will get remastered versions for home release of the original, not faffed around with trilogy of how we remember it when we were kids. So yeah, will I rebuy? Yeah, probably.
Would you?
I can save up. It's not until 2027, so sorted. Yeah, saving pennies until then. It would fine.
I think they'll charge a nice premium for it. Really do. I think I'm over it. I think I'm just whatever. I'm not worried about it anymore. It might be nice for an option, but I'm not going to go and spend 70, 80 quid on a new box set for it when I've got one just here that will just do me fine.
They're the only Star Wars movies I own, because in my opinion, they're the only Star Wars movies that matter.
Yeah.
None of the TV shows do, really. I don't think they add anything. I know you're excited about Mandalorian and Grogu. I think it's a terrible title, and the film looks terrible.
Great.
So, yeah, so I'm not excited about that in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
It looks rubbish. It looks awful.
It looks awesome.
It looks terrible.
I'm 100% in for it. 100%.
You can't believe it looks awesome. It just doesn't.
I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to sit with my popcorn with my kid. We're going to watch it and we're going to cheer at the screen.
You do that.
I will.
Yeah. You do that.
There we go. Comment from Quietly. Hello, guys. Anyone pick up Second Sight's The Florida Project 4K box set? Thoughts? I don't know if anyone has. You've checked it out online, right?
I've only got half hour into Florida Project. There was just far too many kids screaming and shouting for me to. Myself and Lynn just looked at each other and went, "Should we watch something else?" Because I'm not kind of feeling that. I've watched a lot of his other ones. Like I say, if you want to watch a great one of his, watch Red Rocket. Brilliant. It's up there with Anora. Not as good as Anora, but it's a close second.
Yeah. Fuzzy Muzzler says, I'll rebuy the Star Wars films if they're not in biscuit tins.
Yeah, Fuzzy. Come
it's
on.
It's worrying that the Disney rule of thumb at the minute seems to be biscuit tins, limited edition biscuit tins, and disappear it. It happened with the Star Wars TV shows, and they've done it on a couple of their other releases as well, like Panic Room, for example. That was released on Steelbook then it went out of print, and then they're doing another reissue of the Steelbook. There's no other
Still
option.
no Amaray. No.
I don't know if that's because it was a smaller Fox title or if this is going to be a general rule of thumb, but seeing all the Marvel TV shows and Star Wars TV shows coming out in Steelbook, and then these other films coming out in Steelbook only as well, it worries me that that might be one of the only options. But we'll see.
Well, if it is, I won't be purchasing, but we shall see.
Yeah. Oh, Johnny Carey.
Adams, I was going to say Adams made a comment that you'll totally agree with. So we'll come to that in a moment.
Arlington Road, I'm sure I saw it at the cinema many moons ago. I saw it at the cinema and I've not bothered watching it since. But I remember it being
I haven't, but I remember thoroughly enjoying it as well.
Yeah. Tom J. Andor is incredible. Best thing I've seen on this year on TV or the big screen, and I hated everything Star Wars Disney put out. So Adam, Star Wars animated has been way more satisfying than live action. Excited for a new Maul Shadow Lord.
And that's what you've been saying, haven't you? The animated shows are so much better.
There's been some absolutely corking storylines through all of the animated shows that they've done. They've done an absolutely terrific job, and I don't know why they didn't look at doing live action for some of these stories that were in between with the clone troopers and things from the Clone Wars TV show and some of the Rebels storylines as well that they're going through. They could have really made something from it, and I think they're expanding the Rebels storyline through Ahsoka. But yeah, I've gone through them all, and it really has added to the Star Wars lore for me because some of the storylines were just that good for me.
For you.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going over time, so I'm going to ask anyone if they've got any other questions before we disappear. And have you got anything you want to add, Glenn, or mention, or bring up?
We obviously need to do the leaderboard thing.
Oh, yes.
I'm very good at remembering that now.
You are.
We've been pretty damn awful at it previously.
Yeah. Is there anything else you've got burning on your mind that you wanted to bring up and discuss?
Burning on my mind.
Yeah, I don't realise.
No, I'm popping into town tomorrow. I'm going to CEX. I've got a load of stuff to trade in as part of a call, and I will be picking up some titles tomorrow. Yeah.
I want next week to be surprised.
Well, no, I'm going to say one of them because Superman's out tomorrow. Yay!
Get that straight off.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. So I want to watch all the extras, which I know I will sit down and blitz through and stuff.
Yeah.
Annoying about the audio commentary though, that's only digital.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
It'll be leaked somewhere, I bet.
Yeah.
As Wilco says, any of you watching Shelby Oaks next week? I won't be, I don't think.
No, I don't think I'm gonna bother. I didn't think the trailer looked bad, but then I've seen the reviews since, and that's kind of put the nail in the coffin for me.
Yeah.
There's a few bits about. I was contemplating Tron Ares this week because there's not a lot else going on.
Roofman.
Weird showings. It's already dropped to like one show in a day or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 8:50 or something stupid. And I don't go out after dark because there's with a body like mine, you don't go out after dark. You're asking for trouble. So I was contemplating Tron Ares tomorrow, and then I was thinking Begonia, the new Yorgos movie, but that's not actually out until the following week. So I don't think I'll be going to the cinema this week at all, unfortunately.
Anyway, Jeremy says, what if things don't fit on a shelf?
Jeremy's so good, isn't he? He kind of
brings us back.
We're all out here floating away, and he just grabs us all and pulls us all back in again. You get rid of it if it don't fit on a shelf. You don't buy more shelves.
I don't think it's necessarily if it fits on a shelf. I think it just depends if the thing is impacting your living situation. If you can fit it in a wardrobe and it's something you want to keep, then do it. If you can fit it in the attic, then do it. But if it is impacting a living situation, If it's making you stressed out, feel overwhelmed, or anything like that, then get rid. Definitely get rid. Don't let it be a problem. Just clear it out, because nothing matters as much as your health, and these things can affect our health when we get pulled into collecting too much or needing to have too much or anything else like that. I think it's just a matter of being aware and don't let it impact you.
I feel better having everything in one room, in one space, and not letting it spill over into various different rooms and things like that. That'd just irritate the life out of me if that was the case.
Yeah. Woody says, is Superman a good movie then? I think it's going to depend on your own tastes, really, on that one. It seems a pretty Marmite one. I enjoyed it, and I think Glenn enjoyed it, but it seems to
I enjoyed it. It took Superman back to what he should be, and that's, like you've always referred to him as, a big blue Boy Scout.
Yeah.
That's what he should be. Don't get me wrong, I liked the Snyder movies, but that wasn't Superman as Superman should be, to be honest. It was Batman as Batman should be. Dark and brooding and things like that, but I don't think it was a good representation of Superman. If you want comic book Superman, if you want Christopher Reeve Superman, then I feel like you will enjoy James Gunn's Superman. Yeah.
Movie Palace of Blood. Phil, have you seen Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein trailer? Don't you think Netflix should have released it before Halloween? I think they should have released it wide across cinemas, to be honest. It's something that I'm really looking forward to, and I'm gutted that nowhere locally to me has a showing of it, because I would have loved to go to the cinema for it. Instead, I'm going to have to watch it on Netflix, and it sucks.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it streaming. I want to go to the cinema.
I'll answer, even though Movie Palace of Blood hasn't asked me, that, yeah, we can see it and we can drive to it, but it's not local, is it at all? It should have had a wider release. Should it have been released for Halloween? Yes, it possibly should have done, but
yeah, it's
Del Toro, it's tentpole. If you're a Del Toro fan, you'll watch it any time of the year, won't you?
Yeah, true. Jerry says, so what should I do with my empty figure boxes in the closet that I only use to pack when I move?
Just leave them in the closet if they're not taking up any space.
If they're not impacting the living situation and your life, then keep hold of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. And before we do, we've got to do the leaderboard.
We have got to do the leaderboard.
And have a look, because I looked a minute ago and we did have a number one, but that could change last minute. So let's see. It's Kenton down from 10?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay, number 10. 10 on the comments. We've got Aswilko 97.
Well done, Aswilko.
Number 9, we've got Woody. Woody's slipping there, isn't he? Ooh, we've not got a number 8 for some unknown reason, but number 7.
I don't know why he does that. But then somebody always comes in the comments. There we go. Look, Anthony said he's number 8 on the leaderboard.
Oh, there we go. Anthony, number 8.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not looking at that at the minute, so if anything comes through. Number 7, we've got John Robinson. Number 6, Real Sketchman. Nice. Number 5, Mad Dog. Number 4, So Meows a Lot. Number 3, we've got Dean Watson. And number 2, we've got Martin. And at number 1,
who could be number 1 now then? I like driving in my Jeremy Carr.
Jeremy Carr for the win.
There we go.
There we go. Jeremy's just saying Superchats take you to the top of the leaderboard. Just saying. Too late, Jeremy. It's too late.
You didn't need to, Jeremy. You just bombard with comments. It's enough.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to bid you farewell. Good afternoon, good evening, and
good night.
I don't know.
Good something.
Yeah.